He asks Myra to walk with him. Not to meet, not to talk, to walk, which is different, which requires the body to be in motion and allows the mind to think sideways rather than directly. She agrees. They walk along the lake in Geneva on an April morning with the Alps visible and the water very cold and very still. He has been on this world for 140 years. He was present at the protocol's creation. He has told her this. What he has not told her, what he has not told any human, or any council member, including Vael, is why he voted for it. He says, "You've read the archive. The 41 cases." She says, "Yes." He says, "There were originally 42. She stops walking. He continues without her for 2 steps, then stops too. He stands looking at the lake. He says, 122 years ago. I was in Vienna. My cover was a physician, a genuinely practicing physician, because the cover required it. A woman named Els came to me. She was dying. Treatable condition, by my methods. Untreatable by the medicine of the time. He is quiet. Myra says, "And?" He says, "And I did nothing. I filed the observation note. I noted that she was a woman of considerable personal courage who faced her situation with what the archive still records as *remarkable equanimity*. She died in 14 days. I was present. I logged her final hours with what I genuinely believed at the time was scientific neutrality. The lake is very still." He says, "I voted for the protocol 2 years later. I was its most vocal advocate. I structured its language. I made it absolute rather than conditional because I understood, from else, what the conditional would cost me. The protocol was not wisdom, Detective Santos. The protocol was the cage I built because I was afraid of what I would become without it." She says nothing for a long time. A bird crosses the lake. The Alps do not move. She says, "You were afraid you'd care too much." He says, "I was afraid I already did." The protocol was the answer to that fear. I spent 120 years enforcing it and calling it ethics when it was always, at its root, self-protection. He turns from the lake. His face is Richard Holt's face and it is not. There are things moving in it that Richard Holt was never designed to carry. He says, "I am telling you this because the Commission cannot build something honest on a foundation I allowed to remain dishonest. The archive should contain 42. She opens her notebook. She writes Else's name. She asks him to spell it. He does. Slowly. As if the name has been waiting a long time to be written somewhere that matters.